Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters.
I'm from the city of set, rapping silver and black. Word of honcho, give me the strap. The realest is back. Stupid chop with something silly attached. Eye for an eye, fuck it man, give me a patch. I'm a Raider, Oakland, LA, Vegas, Jalen, Kenyon, Jacobs, Regis. Man, bruh, dog, we litty. The shine with the speed, it was with the 50-50. Yeah, this that I silver and black field. Abram in the box, I'm Merrick in the backfield.
Yo, shout out to the nation, man. Shout out to everybody here in the building with me rocking this early in the morning. You already know what it is. Latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider. We already know what time it is today, you guys. We are cutting the fat down from 90 to 85. 5 guys will be cut today by 4 p.m. Eastern. This show right here, you guys, is a prediction show, and I want you guys involved with this, okay? We're going to do another show later on. Once everything, all the details drop about who we let go, we're definitely going to do another one. But right now, I want everybody, I'm going to put something up on the screen, and we're going to get to moving. I want everybody to put up their 5 predictions for guys getting cut. I'm going to be honest, this isn't a hard one. To be honest, it can go really in different ways. But I'm going to be real. There's a lot of guys on this roster that shouldn't be on the NFL roster at this point. I'm going to be real with you. So we're going to get there here in a minute as well. I got ESPN drawn up on the other side. I'm going to put it up on the screen. But real quick, shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Facebook. If you want to get your comments in, jump over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and you already know what time it is. Other than that, you guys wipe them feet, man. Shout out to 187 Wild Turkey, Justin saying, Dirty Low, what's good, King? Head, B1s, Robert Pena, what's good with my guys, man? My people in the building, Jason Taylor, Cali Boy, let's go. He said, I'm not doing that good. Keep me in your prayers, man. Our family has COVID-19, second time we have it. This is frustrating. Prayers your way, King. Prayers your way, my brother. You guys going to get through it. Don't even trip, brother. Don't even trip. You guys are going to get through it with prayers for you and yours. Shout out to my brother, Rick Glenn. NorCal Raider Jesse, man, one of the GOAT moderators of this shit. Raider Zilla's in the building. Ernie, yes. Oh, yeah, man, come on, man. Golden Rule, road to 20K. The road to 20K. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man. It means a lot to me, man. Definitely appreciate you guys for being here. Let me bring this up on the screen, y'all. Can you guys see the depth chart? I want to break this down with you guys, man. I want to break this down. We're getting rid of 5 people, you guys. For those who don't know, we have until 4 p.m. Eastern. So we got a few more hours for our coaching staff, to come together, man, put their heads together and figure this out. But there's a few guys, man, let's just be real, that haven't really balled like that in the first 2 preseason games. There's also a few guys that we really haven't even really seen or just non-existent at this point. Like, even if they got some snaps, never knew. You know what I'm saying? We never knew. Like, you really have to go deep into the film to actually see that these guys were on the field, right? So we have to look at this. Shout out to Kenny Mack, man. Drake needs no. Kenny Mack, you're not going to cut Kenyon Drake, my brother. What you do is you trade him. You get a late round pick. You know what I mean? In a perfect world, you get rid of Kenyon Drake's contract and you get a 5th, a 6th, or a 7th from somebody, maybe even a 5th if there's a team out there that's desperate that lost their starting running back in training camp. You know what I mean? So we got to pump the brakes on the cut and Drake stuff. No, we can't do that. Kenyon Drake is too great of a talent to just cut full on out. You got to get something for him. Shout out to my boy, Cali Boy, man. It's all love, King. Come on, my brother. You already know, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you on the donation, King, as always, my brother. Once again, you guys are in my prayers, man. Real talk. Let me see. Shout out for the 1999 Super. Cali Loyalty says, Docs, Drake gets a new assignment. Corner vendor. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't see how you guys, All right, look, Jorge, look. We can't cut the Kenyon Drakes and the Cleveland Furrows of the world. There's too much money on the books. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, you keep Klee, even though, he's been dealing with this injury, I guess, and he hasn't been out there, hasn't been able to perform yet. You know what I'm saying? You don't cut him. You don't cut him. That's too much money on the books. You don't do that. You know what I mean? I'd rather have Klee out there. You see what you got with him, whether you play him on the outside, inside, it doesn't even matter. You keep Klee on this roster. You do not get rid of him. You guys, I get it. We have to think with our heads and not with our hearts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to use our brains on this one. We can't just cut Kenyon, the talent levels of a Kenyon Drake or a Klee, especially on the first, the first cut, man. There's only 5 guys moving out. You know what I mean? So you can't get rid of those guys of that stature this early in the game. I like that, Justin saying. You know what's funny, man? I originally had Chase Garbers, but then I thought about it, and there's still a few more preseason games, right? These guys want to see what they have, with these quarterbacks. And Chase Garbers hasn't gotten enough looks yet. You know what I mean? I don't think you go get him as a UDFA out of Cal and then just cut him the first 5 guys. I think you keep him around. If anything, Chase Garbers may make the practice squad. You know what I mean? We may even have 2 QBs. You may have Stidham and Chase Garbers on the practice squad. Who knows? But I'm gonna be honest now. We're so back and forth, right, with the whole Stidham and Mullins thing. Just the other day, I'm like, oh shit, we may have our quarterback too. And then you see Mullins come out and perform. And it's like, oh shit, hold on. There's a true battle, you guys, right now going on with quarterback too. And I think the person that doesn't, get that spot is going to hit the practice squad. So Chase Garbers may be the odd man out, but I think that he still gets these next 2 games to get some looks. I don't think we get rid of a quarterback that quick. Parker will go on the IR at some point. He still hasn't done that yet. So there's no need to actually cut Parker. Wheatley, see, bro, I don't know. I don't know about Wheatley because we need as much, we need as many hands on deck with the offensive line as possible, you guys. You don't want to cut a lineman this early in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Tyron Wheatley Jr. actually got that fumble recovery that Britton Brown dropped the other day. You know what I mean? Look, I know it's a preseason game. You don't want to look too into it, right? But that could have been a potential disaster. We could have lost that game. You know what I mean? So, I haven't seen enough of Tyron Wheatley Jr. yet. Give him a chance to succeed. Give him a chance to, to do his thing. I think it's too early. I think it's way too early to get rid of anyone on the offensive line unless they're just shitting the bed week in and week out. I think Chris Jones, you guys, to me, is a guy that you have to look at, right? You have to look at Chris Jones. He didn't look good at all last week. Let me look at this list real quick. Let me get these supers in real fast, and I'm going to throw my 5 out there, you guys. Shout out to Rick Glenn. Make your 5 cuts from the tight end. See, now we're getting there a little bit. Running back and corner. Now, running back, Rick, is a little tricky, right? Because all these guys are performing at this point. So you want to keep these guys around and allow them to continue to build. Who's to say that you don't use Austin Walters as a talent that you just build him up so much that maybe you can get a 7th round for him? I don't know. Or in a perfect world, you sit Austin Walters on the practice squad. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't see Austin Walters making this roster unless we really do cut Kenyon Drake and then we move on from a veteran running back like a Brandon Bolden, which I don't see happening. But keep the running backs. This is a great battle right now. I don't want to get rid of any of our running backs yet unless we trade Kenyon Drake. Corners, definitely. Chris Jones is definitely on that list. Keep an eye on Jesper as well, Rick Glenn. Jesper is a guy, I think he's 25, tight end. He may be a guy that's on this list of top 5 guys moving forward. Shout out to my dog, Rick Glenn. Keep everyone else. We need the depth. This is facts. Remember, you guys, we need depth. But do not be shocked if there's one defensive tackle on this list. Do not be shocked if there's one defensive tackle on this list. And it may be Vernon Butler. I'm going to be honest. Vernon Butler, former first-round pick, what is it, out of Louisiana Tech, I believe. Just not getting it done. I can definitely see us cutting a defensive tackle and bringing in a veteran like a Sue or a Linval Joseph at this point. But shout out to Raider Prophet as well. Rams running back room devastated with injury. Trey Regas already on the roster. Trade Drake to LA. I'm not ready to give up on Kenyon Drake yet, you guys. You know, if we can't get any type of real draft capital for him, I'm not trading Kenyon Drake. His contract isn't so bad, you know what I mean, that it's like, oh my God, we got to get rid of him. It's not, you know what I mean? It's actually not terrible at all to me. You know what I'm saying? So look, if you can find a trade partner that's worth it, you get a mid-round pick for him, great. You know, you get a 5th round, 6th rounder, great. But at this point, I don't know if you can just get rid of a talent like Kenyon Drake. You got to still allow him to get adjusted to the NFL after coming off that broken ankle. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely still a playmaker. He definitely can get it done in a passing game, special teams, you know, so he can return kicks. Let's pump the brakes a little bit on getting rid of Kenyon Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's pump the brakes a little bit. But rate of profit, I'm here for it. If you can get something out of the Rams, we know the Rams do not care about draft capital. They're trying to win Super Bowls. They don't give a shit about draft picks. You know what I mean? So at this point, if you can get something out of them early, and what I mean by early is, you know what I mean, you'd be lucky to get a 4th, you know what I'm saying, out of the Rams for a Kenyon Drake or a 5th. But if you can get something like that, I definitely take that. Kenyon Drake definitely can. He's an okay blocker and he can pick up blocks. This is facts. Shout out to my dog Rate of Profit though. See, I'm not going to go that far yet. Zuber is a guy, for those who don't know, is a USFL that we brought in. I'm going to go with Chris Lacey. You guys, we just brought him in at wide receiver. Haven't really got any looks out of him yet. You know what I mean? I'm going to go with Chris Lacey at wide receiver. I think he's going to be one of those guys that we cut. I think Horsted will. I do like Jesper. I'm going to be honest, but he may be an odd man out. You know what I mean? We're pretty set in stone at the tight end position. So I can definitely see Horsted get canned. So I will put Horsted on this list. I got Chris Lacey, Horsted. That's a tight end and a wide receiver. Justin Hall. I think these guys, this new regime still wants to get more of a look of them. This is their guy. This is this regime's guy. They brought him in as a UDFA out of Ball State. They want to see what they got with him. I'm going to keep Justin Hall for another week. Chris Jones is another guy that I'm looking at definitely on this list. Chris Jones, Jesper, Chris Lacey. Bolton is definitely a guy that I'm looking at. But let's be real, you guys. With Micah Kaiser going out for the season on the IR, we may need Bolton. We may need, that depth at the linebacker position. I didn't see enough out of him this past week. I'm going to be real. I don't think that Bolton really has it all. But I think they give him a little more leash, another week or two to see what he can do, because we need that depth at the linebacker position. Like I said, with Micah Kaiser going out, you know what I'm saying, I think at that point, our young guy, you know what I'm saying, our UDFA, you know what I'm saying, Darian Butler, I think he made this roster once Micah Kaiser was out of here. But I think that gives Bolton a little bit more leash. Let's be a little more, I think we'll be a little more patient with Bolton. I could be wrong, though. Bolton is a name to keep an eye on. He definitely is a name to keep an eye on. So I got Jesper. I got Chris Jones at corner. I got Chris Lacey at wide receiver. I don't want to go offensive line yet, you guys, because we need as much depth as possible. We're still trying to figure that out. You know what I mean? We can look at the names of like Grassu and Jackson Bartons and you know what I mean? The Tyron Wheatley Juniors. But I'm going to keep our guys for at least another week. I want to see what we have depth-wise in terms of offensive line. I think Carmen Brasillo is still trying to figure that out. Keep an eye on Zach Van Valkenburg, you guys. At this point, he's like our 4th edge rusher, 5th or 6th edge rusher, to be honest with you. That's a name to keep an eye on. Another name to keep an eye on is Myron Amosa, a UDFA out of Notre Dame. I'm not a big fan of him, and I am a Notre Dame fan. Maybe he gets another week. I'm going to go Vernon Butler, you guys, at defensive tackle. I'm going to go with Vernon Butler, former first-round pick out of Louisiana Tech. I think he's out of here. I think that Vernon Butler's out of here. The guy's been here for many moons now. He's been in the league for I forgot how many years. You know what I'm saying? Former first-rounder, like I said before. I think he's out of here. I think that he's out of here. I think this regime has seen enough. He's not getting it done against these 2s, 3s, and 4s. Vernon Butler, to me, is on the chopping block. That's a guy that you want to look at and say, damn, man, a former first rounder, he has all the potential in the world, right? But he just cannot put it all together. I like Luke Masterson, Jorge. I don't think he goes anywhere. I think this guy will be a Raider. Definitely, my brother. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think this guy may make the roster, to be honest with you. And if we're that high on Masterson, maybe Bolton is, maybe he does get his walking papers today. You never know, right? Maybe Bolton does get his, get his walking papers. Yes, Richard Hardy, easily. This is not this is not Matthew Butler, my brother. This is not our draft pick out of Tennessee. This is Vernon Butler, NFL veteran. Billings has outperformed Butler all over the place. When Andrew Billings went out of the game last week, it looked totally different on the defensive line. He was the only guy that looked solid at the defensive tackle position for us. So Andrew Billings is going to be here for sure. P-Dog. Yeah, but, bro, Clee is still on his rookie contract. He's still on his rookie contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still want to give him a shot, man. Like, he's had Paul Gunther and Gus Bradley as the defensive coordinators. You know what I'm saying? Like, give him a chance with this new regime. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. But I hear you, though. Shout out to my boy Pacey, man. Fathering him, I can see that, too. Quinterio Cole, that is another name that I was going to say, you guys. I think that was my fifth guy, to be honest. At safety, Bolton, we talked about him. Ike Brown, you guys, maybe. I still want to see what the depth that we have at corner, but to be honest, at this point, damn, I might have to pick Ike Brown over Chris Jones, because Chris Jones, he actually had a pretty solid game in the Hall of Fame game. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? You may have to go Ike Brown over Chris Jones. That's a good assessment right there, Pace. Lacey out of here. Yeah, the latest wide receiver we brought in. Lacey's out of here, and DE Zach Van Valkenburg. I can definitely see that. Damn, this is actually as funny as this is supposed to be the easiest 5 to cut, right? And it's low key. It's like, at this point, I damn near want to get rid of 10 people. Shit, man. Like, just take 10 of them right now. Shit, like, you know what I mean? Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Docs, what about our backup DBs? I'm keeping Crosby. I'm keeping Cosby, Bryce Cosby. I'm keeping him around. Yes, he didn't have that good of a game this past week, but he had a fire game in a Hall of Fame game. He's a UDFA guy. I want to give him a little bit more burn. Webb, I like Webb. I think Webb is actually shit. He'll probably make this. He'll probably make the first few cuts and maybe be placed on a practice squad. You know what I'm saying? But Webb is a definite guy that I think will get through these first 5 cuts. And then I think you're saying, are you talking about Britton Brown? Or are you talking about, are you saying all DBs? Ike Brown. Ike Brown is definitely a name to keep an eye on. Definitely. Ike Brown has not done enough to this point to keep him around. Yeah, Sean, this is facts. You're prolonging the inevitable on a lot of these guys. This is definite. Dick Vitale, VC was already cut. Oh, yeah. No, Vitale. No, he wasn't, because we cut VC and brought in Chris Lacey. So we swapped him for another player pretty much, right? We let VC go, and then we brought in Chris Lacey, I believe. Wasn't that what happened? Brought him in, and we pretty much we filled his roster spot. That doesn't count as a cut. That does not count as a cut. Let me see. Are we going to get more free agents? Yes. Brent Huffman, I think right now we're just trying to see what we have on this roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no real rush. We can cut some of these guys and then see what's out there. Basically, it's a bunch of crap that needs to go. Can't wait to see the real motherfuckers on September 11th. Yee! Talk that shit, my brother. Talk that shit. This is Factory Outlet, man. Factory Outlet. Shout out to my big bro Thor. Can't wait for real football, man. I've been MIA for a while. How's Farrell looked? I'll tell you this. Farrell hasn't looked like anything. He hasn't been out there. He hasn't. Like KZ, he hasn't. Like we have not gotten any glimpse of anything that Clee can do with this new regime at all. You know what I mean? Yes, LeBlanc counts as IR. He definitely does not count as a cut. Edgar, he won't. He's out for the season. Mo Hurst, for those who don't know, our former defensive tackle, got re-signed with the Niners. He's out for the season. He's out of there. King Gibby was popping. But there's so many names on this depth chart that we can look at, you guys. Let's be real. Isaiah Palomau. Like, this dude has not done nothing. I still want to get more looks at him, but he hasn't really done anything. You can look at the Matthias Farleys of the world. I want to keep him around for another week or two and see what he can do. Tyree Gillespie, to me, he's going to make this roster. I know that we're down on Amik Robertson right now, you guys, because he had a pathetic performance against Minnesota at Allegiant Stadium, but they're still speaking highly of him at training camp. You know what I mean? He's going against, a lot of these really good receivers that we have, and we're hearing good things. Give Amik a little bit more time. Give him a little bit more time. I know we're tired of saying the same shit over and over. Give Amik this, and that, but let him survive these first 5 cuts. Let's see what we have it with him these next few preseason games. I want to see what he can do against Miami. I want to see what he can do against the Patriots before we actually figure out what we're doing with Amik Robertson. Because people tend to forget that we have Anthony Averett on this roster. And if you do start Nate Hobbs on the outside with Rock Ya-Sin, you can actually just slot Anthony Averett right into the slot. And then at that point, Amik Robertson is whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, at that point, it is what it is. Sean, to be honest, who the hell would have thought we would have said this, right? But definitely, Quentin Jefferson, veteran defensive tackle, went back to Seattle this past free agency. I would have loved to still have Q on the roster at this point. Shit, it's sad. I mean, at this point, I'd like to just have the defensive tackles that we had on our roster last year, period. Bring me back McCoy, Solomon Thomas, and Q Jefferson, man, and Darius Philon. Fuck it, man. Because right now I'm very nervous about this room. Matthew Butler and Neil Farrell Jr. are not getting it done with the limited time that they've had out there. I've not seen enough from our rookie guys. So that lets me know that maybe, just maybe, these guys are not going to be ready for, the NFL yet. You know what I mean? It may take them a little bit more time. Or they may look different, in between Max Crosby, and Chandler Jones, all pro talents on the edge. Who's to say? But they have not done enough yet. But I'm definitely looking at last year's defensive tackle room like, damn, we could have used some of these guys. Shout out to my brother Sean, man. Did you see Scout's predictions for the 53-man roster? Had some surprises in there. Yeah, I did. I'm actually going to bring him on soon. I actually got to reach out to my bro today. We have a meeting today at 8 o'clock tonight. So I'll definitely see if I can bring him on and break down his 53-man roster. But yeah, he definitely had a few surprises. He definitely did. Shout out to my dog, Sean. Raider for life. I think that ship has sailed, my brother. Real talk. Once the Jets went and got, a defensive-minded head coach, there's no way in hell they get rid of their best defensive player on the defensive line in the trenches. Quentin Williams will be a Jet for many years. They're not going to get rid of him. Before, it could have been a reality. But they're not getting rid of him. Q would have been definitely a perfect Raider, but it is what it is. Pass rush is not impressive, Brent. This is facts, and it all starts in the interior. Brent, it all starts in the interior. We're not getting any push down the middle. I'm saying? Outside of a few plays I've seen out of Andrew Billings, that defensive tackle room has been atrocious. Let's just be real. It's been nasty. It's been disgusting. You know what I mean? Terrible. Shout out to my brother LV Maximus, man. What's good with you, King? Real quick, too, man. I got to say this. Happy birthday, man, to my aunt, the woman that raised me my whole life. She passed away in January from COVID. It's her birthday today. So rest in paradise to my auntie. Love you. Happy birthday. Sucks you're not here. But I'm going to be in Sacramento soon to go out there and celebrate your life. Shout out to my auntie, man. And actually, happy birthday to my Grams as well. She's in the house right now, out here from Santa Barbara celebrating her birthday. So happy birthday to her as well. Our defense is generic. We are not running stunts like our opponents. Yeah, we're definitely not. We're definitely not. We're definitely not doing too much outside of that stunt that we seen with Myron Amosa and Bowers. I didn't really see too many. The defense has definitely been pretty generic, but Graham has still shown a few things though. He's definitely shown a few things though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm excited about Graham's defense. I'm excited about his red zone defense. He's looked really good in the red zone. Shout out to my guy Chuck, man. Blessings. Happy birthday to her. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna celebrate her today. Let me see. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, also, man, hit the link up top. It's definitely pinned up there. One of the best ways to support the channel. We're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways, a lot of fan shows this season. So stay tuned for that. But If you want to do that, you have to be a member. You know what I mean? We're going to be doing some giveaway. We're going to be doing some we have some dope perks this season over here at DOX ENT for the members, man. So shout out to the non-members. Love you guys as well. And shout out to the members. Also appreciate all you guys. They're not showing shit. It's preseason. This is facts. Facts. Patrick, I'm definitely excited about the defensive scheme. This is real. Man, they're still converting third and longs on this. This is facts. Minnesota had their way with us offensively this past week, but let's just be real. It's very vanilla at this point, and we still got a bunch of 3s, 4s, and 5s out there, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Johnny, I don't know who at this point would do it. You know what I mean? I really don't. But I would definitely give up a mid-round pick for a stud defensive tackle at this point. But just go out there, just go pay Sue, man. Keep your draft capital, you guys. I want to build this defense through the draft moving forward. Like, we already have our star-studded offense, right? And we're going to have to get some offense alignment at some point as well. But, like, build the defense through the draft. Don't get rid of these 2s and 3s and go get a defensive tackle that you're going to have to pay a lot of money. You know what I mean? Go just build to the draft. Build to the draft. That's what Seattle did many moons ago when they went on their championship run. They built their defense through the draft. Do that. Build your defense. Have a bunch of youngins on rookie contracts. We're already paying too many guys on the offensive side of the ball big money. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But I'm here for it. Shout out to Giovanni. I love that play call where Graham blitzed Abram at the QB playing as a third safety. Facts. Shout out to, I think Sanjit did a breakdown on that. Shout out to my brother Sanjit. That was definitely a beautiful, beautiful dial up from Patrick Graham. And that's how you utilize your guys like Jonathan Abram. That's how you utilize Abram. Keep him close to the line of scrimmage. I think he was lined up. He was lined up as a third safety and ran in on the QB, almost got to him. Definitely beautiful play dialed up by Patrick Graham. That's how you utilize a talent like Jonathan Abram. Shout to the 450 plus people in the building, man. I appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. They'll be back this season, Pastor Raider. They'll be back, my brother. I got you, King. I got you, my brother. Shout out to Sabs. What pisses me off is we always go into the season missing something. If we want to win, go all out like the Rams did. I hear you, bro. And to be real with you, we have to look at it from a standpoint of Sabs. We have actually went all in. I mean, what else more can you do? You know what I'm saying? You went and got Chandler Jones, one of the top 10, maybe top 5 edge rushers in the league, to pair with another one with Max Crosby on the defensive side of the ball. You trade for a Rock Ya-Sin, a potential lockdown guy on the outside. You go get an Anthony Averett, which was the sneaky move, and then you just stockpile your offense with Devontae Adams, and you re-up D-Car and Renfro, and Wallers is on the way. You know what I'm saying? And we go get a bunch of guys at the wide receiver position that I think are sneaky. You know what I'm saying? We kept Tyron Johnson around. We went and got Keelan Cole, which can be a definite steal for us. Mac Hollins. You know what I'm saying? You see what he could do in special teams. You know what I'm saying? He was that gunner spot. He looked crazy against Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? And he'll get some more burn on the offensive side of the ball as well. I think we went all in, right? And I think what we did was we did the right thing. We went and got 2 defensive tackles in the draft and just basically trying to build them up. You know what I mean? That's what you're trying to do. You got some young talent with Neil Farrell Jr., Matthew Butler. You want to groom these guys. I think we went all in. Yes, we had a few misses. Stephon Gilmore, we could have used him, right? But I like our corner room, so I'm not too worried about Gilmore. We missed out on Tyrann Mathieu, but we have Merrick back there. You know what I'm saying? We went and got a Deron Harmon, a veteran that can still get it done as safety. We still have a Tyree Gillespie, a second-year guy. So you want to see what some of these guys can do. I think we went all in. Now, if you can go get a Sue at this point, it's like, okay, now that's the icing. You go get an all-pro, future Hall of Famer in Sue, and you insert him in the defensive tackle room right next, you know what I'm saying, on the interior, outside of Chandler Jones and Max Crosby. Then you have a stout defensive tackle room. There's been talks, you guys. Let me say this. There's been talks. Sue, yes, has definitely tried to use us as a bargaining chip. Definitely, as he should. It's a business. But there's been talks. There's a reason why Sue keeps being connected to the Raiders. We have a need. He needs a job. He plays nasty. The Raiders, we're known to play nasty. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's definitely been conversations with Sue. I don't care what anyone says. Zeke has definitely been on the phone with Sue and his people. It just has to make sense financially. When you got all these guys, when you have to still get Waller done, when you got all these people tend to forget, and I keep saying this over and over again, all of our corners outside of Nate House are pretty much on one-year deals. You have to save some of that money moving forward for next year, right? Merrick is going to get a bag in a few years. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other guys you got to take care of here soon. So you don't want to just throw $10 million at a Sue. It's tough. It's tough. You know what I mean? So you have to play this the right way. It's a business at the end of the day. But I think Sue is salivating right now because he sees that there's a clear need on this defensive line at defensive tackle. And I think right now there has to be a call made. There has to be a call made. I don't care if it's Sheldon Richardson or any of these other guys. There has to be a call made. You have to go get a defensive tackle right now because we can't depend on a Jonathan Hankins who's been dealing with some injuries these past few years and a Bilal Nichols is both coming off the PUP list. I get that we still have – think about this, you guys. Our two starting defensive tackles have not even got a look yet. So maybe, just maybe, Zeke and Patrick Graham and all of our coaching staff is saying, we got what we need. We just need to get them on the field. I don't know. But it's still kind of nerve-wracking to know that you may have your two starting defensive tackles inserted week 1 with no reps. That's tough. That's tough. It is. So go get a Sue, man. Get him in practice and get him rolling. Raider for life facts. I would go get Brandon Williams too. He can plug the middle as a run stuffer. Facts for those who don't know, former Baltimore Raven, Brandon Williams. Not against that. Big Mike, I think he's waiting for camp to be over before he signs. He's at the point in his career where he will avoid camp at all costs if he can help it. See, Big Mike, I think there's some truth in there, my brother, but this is a guy that's been very durable. You know what I mean? He's only missed, like 2 games or some shit his whole season? I mean, his whole career? Like, he doesn't miss football games. Like, this guy has played. He's durable definition Sue. Donkey Kong Sue is literally the definition of durable. You know what I mean? So, you tend to sometimes miss out on camp because you're like, I don't need those reps. But this is a new defense. You know what I'm saying? You still want to be familiar. You want to go out there and get some familiarity with Patrick Graham in this new system. You know what I mean? I get it. Sue probably is like, man, I'm 35, 36 years old, bro. I don't want to go out there in that Las Vegas heat and go out there and you know what I mean, and dread it. I get it. But at this point, no. Sue needs to be out there getting reps with his teammates. Point blank, period, the end. And get him out there early because the Andrew Billings of the world, the Vernon Butlers of the world, the Petcos of the world, all these guys can learn from an all-pro future Hall of Famer in Sue. They can learn from him. Get these young defensive tackles next to Sue so we can put his arm around them and get them ready for week 1. You know what I mean? You're not only bringing on Sue because bringing him on as he's durable and he's done some shit in the past. You're bringing him on as a guy, you know what I'm saying, that can help your young guys, that can help Matthew Butler and Neil Farrell Jr. He could potentially help Neil Farrell be that next nose tackle, you know what I'm saying, in the NFL. Who's to say? You're paying Sue for more. You're paying him to be a coach. You're paying him to get to the quarterback. You're paying him to get to stop the run. All that. You know what I mean? So if you're going to go get Sue, man, go get him now. Shout out to the 500 plus people in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys for being here. Wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button. Shout out to LV. JT the Brick is my guy, man. That is my guy. I kick it with him in the J-Lot all the time at all the games. Good dude, real Raider fan. That's where JT the Brick is one guy in the media that I would never try to attack. He's one of us. He is one of us. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to see JT the Brick in Nashville. That's going to be fire. We're going to have some fun. And I think we're going to be out there kicking it with them, busting with the boys too. Shout out to Will Compton, former Raider linebacker. I know Murph. Our boys are going to be out there as well. And Swaggy Jeff. Can't wait to get out there in Nashville. We're going to have a ball, LV. But I'm going to see you before that, King. I'm going to see you before that. Trust me. We're dropping some news today. Looks like I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Las Vegas this season. That's all I can say. Shout out to Louie. Sue is a plug and play. You know Graham wants him fresh. I agree with you, my brother. I'm just saying I would like to have him out there, suited up out there with some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Have him get out there, you know, get in the – I just want to see him with the young pups. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Come on, man. Subscribe, and wipe them shits. Jay, I would not mind having Roquan Smith, but it's not going to happen. I think he'll be a Bear. The Bears will be stupid to get rid of a 25-year-old. I know he's not an all-pro yet. I know he's not a Pro Bowl guy yet. He's one of the most underrated linebackers in the league. He's definitely one of those guys. He's a dog. Chicago, he fits their timeline. They would be stupid as hell to trade Roquan Smith. They'd be dumb. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're even more stupid for not extending him and giving him his money, give him his bag. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's not going to happen for us. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money also to dedicate to the linebacker room. We don't know what's going to happen with Denzel Perriman's contract. Divine Diablo in a few years is going to have to get paid. You know, I don't know if you dedicate that kind of money to a linebacker. I want to draft a young guy this upcoming draft. I want to draft a linebacker early, you guys. Early. I want a linebacker in the first 3 rounds next year's draft. That's what I want. I want a young guy you can groom and be a stout guy in coverage and against the run. I want a young, fresh linebacker in the first 3 rounds. Let me see. Bears are stupid. They might be, but he fits their timeline. You know what I'm saying? He fits that age bracket with them. Steve, 4 p.m. Eastern time, my brother. 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'll definitely be doing another live. I'm doing one early today, you guys, because I have to go pick up my sons at 3 o'clock Central time. So I won't be able to go live at that specific time when cuts. But there may be some cuts announced even before then. You know what I mean? But until that point, I can't go live because I got to go pick up my young lives. You know what I'm saying? So when I get them, I'll come back and go live again, and we'll definitely talk about the cuts. We're just doing kind of like a prediction thing right now, kind of like a prediction blog, a prediction live, talking about who could potentially be out of here. And I had this up, you guys, the list. And at this point, there's some names to keep an eye on. I'm looking at, like I said before, Chris Lacey, wide receiver. I think he's an odd man out at the wide receiver position. He'll be canned. Keep an eye on Jesper Horsted. He might be out of here at tight end. Those are 2 names to keep an eye on. I think we keep our offensive line right now, you guys. I think we're still shuffling around trying to figure out who is who and what is what. I think Carmen Brasillo is still trying to work his magic. I think that we keep our O-line intact for right now for at least another week. Zach Van Valkenburg is another edge rusher. I think that a UDFA, he might get walking papers today. That's number 3. Vernon Butler is a defensive tackle, former first rounder. I think maybe a surprise first cut, but I think he's out of here. So those 4 guys. And then you can look at Chris Jones, Quinterio Cole, and there's another name that I was looking at, Curtis Bolton. Keep an eye on Curtis Bolton, Chris Jones, Quinterio Cole. Those are 4 guys you can look at. Oh, and Ike Brown. Keep an eye on those names. That's the last name that I'm looking at in terms of the 5. It's going to be one of these guys, Quinterio Cole, Chris Jones at corner, Curtis Bolton at linebacker, Ike Brown at corner. Those, but I think Zach Van Valkenburg will be out of here. Vernon Butler or Myron Amosa. Keep an eye on Myron Amosa as well. I don't know if we get rid of 2 edge rushers today, but that's another name to keep an eye on. But I got Vernon Butler, Zach Van Valkenburg, Chris Lacey, Jesper Horsted, and like I said, that fifth name is going to be a name to keep an eye on with the shuffle of those names. Yeah, man. Buddha, he ain't it, bro. He ain't it, King. He ain't it. He ain't it at all. Let me get this real quick, you guys. I want to know real quick, everybody in the chat, all right? Jeremy Stokes, yes, Hankins is still on the team. He's on the PUP list. He'll be off the PUP here soon. Let me ask you guys, top 5. Who's your 5 guys? The first 5 cuts. I need names in the comment section. This is y'all part. This is y'all. I need your 5 guys. Who are your 5 guys that are out of here? Who are your 5 guys that are out of here? Berserk, that'd be crazy, right? But I'm wrong a lot. And I'm one of the only guys on YouTube that will admit that, right? I'm not one of these guys that's going to claim every single thing, right? But, oh, my God, I did that. No, I'm wrong a lot too. Shit, you know what I mean? So, but I definitely can see some of those names that I named being some of those guys. I would not be shocked about Sam Webb making this roster. He's nice. I love that from you, Chris. Shout out to all the young fellows who's getting cut. All young, the world is yours. Keep your head up high. I love that. Motivation, man. Motivation. Yeah, I think he goes somewhere else, though. White Trash. Great name, too. Do not be shocked, you guys. I keep saying this, man, and it will hurt my soul. Do not be shocked. The Chargers are going all in. The Chargers are going all in. Do not be shocked if these guys make a trade for Roquan Smith. They're going all in. They're going all in before Justin Herbert gets that astronomical QB contract. Do not be shocked if that's a team that is looking at Chicago like, what can we do to get him? They just traded for Khalil Mack. So there's some, there's a connection there, you guys. You know what I mean? Who's to say they won't double back and say, hey, we'll give you some more draft capital. Give us Roquan Smith. That would be crazy. Crazy. Q says, Brooks, Ike Brown. So you got Matthias Farley out of here, Van Valkenburg, and you got an offensive lineman, an O-lineman. Trying to think. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I seen something that I wanted to bring up. AV says we are so much better than people we realize. I think we're going to be great, but we still have some clear needs on this roster right now. And I said this yesterday on the live, you guys. You never want your two major needs to be in the trenches. The offensive line and defensive tackle room, that is tough. Great teams win games and lose games there, right? Our teams win and lose games in the trenches. That's not the two weaknesses you want to have on your roster at all moving forward. Like at all. That would suck. Lacey Fitzgerald is one of them. Zuber, Brown, Jones, and Farley. I can see it, Berserk. I can see it. Let me see. Giovanni got Chris Lacey, Vernon Butler, Van Valkenburg, Matthias Farley, Myra Mimosa. And then he says, getting rid of Palomalu and Wheatley, cutting 7 and signing Sue and Williams. So you say we're bringing in Sue and Brandon Williams. Holy shit. Okay. I like it. I like your thought process, King. I like that. Let me see. Shout out to Sean, man. We have clear holes in this team, but I believe McDaniels is a good enough coach to leverage our strengths and hide our weaknesses. Great assessment, Sean. Great assessment, because great coaches know how to do that, right? They definitely do know how to hide, their weaknesses. This is facts. AJ, that dude's a bitch, bro. We don't give him any credit around here. That dude's he's a narc. He's a rat. We don't fuck with him. And he got fake numbers. We don't fuck with cheaters and rats around here. Tell him I said it. A running back has to go. Trade Drake. Does a running back have to go this early, AV? Like does he? I don't know. I mean, do we have to get rid of one this early? Let's wait a few more weeks. I want to see what these guys can do. At the end of the day, Britton Brown's not going to make this roster, right? If anything, he'll be a practice squad guy. Practice squad candidate or full length just cut, right? So Kenyon Drake, got to keep an eye on him. He is a trade candidate. Zeus is going to make this roster. Brandon Bolden, with him not getting any snaps yet, I think he's pretty much made this roster. I think they're holding on to him. They're saying, you're a veteran, you know what's up. So Brandon Bolden's on this roster. Josh Jacobs is on this roster. That's 3 guys right there, right? That's 3 guys. Kenyon has to be that other guy. Unless somehow, some way, Austin Walters beats him to the punch. If we trade Kenyon Drake for, a mid-round pick, or maybe we get some help in the defensive tackle position, great. Amir Abdullah is going to make this roster. Another running back that, we're deep, man. We're deep. We are deep. I think Walters does not make this roster, though. I think if anything, hopefully he falls to the practice squad. You know what I mean? We can hold on to him and see what we got with him. Daniel, I definitely put that weirdo on, and I definitely feel bad about it now. I definitely do. You know, I hate watching my son, man, come out here and just look like a buffoon, man. But that's the son I don't claim, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't claim him. You know when you have that kid with the chick that you just, damn, bro, like one night stand and shit, you like, fuck, bro, like he's that kid. I love all my kids the same. I'm just fucking around. But fuck my father. We 175 plus to make the playoffs. How do you like the odds, Docs? I'm gonna be real with you, Mike. I have no idea how to even do any of that shit. I have no clue what that means, brother. Please put me up on game. I don't gamble. I'm one of those guys. If I lose $1, I'm mad, and I'll probably kick the fuck out of the fucking slot machine. I don't gamble, right? I think I've told this story before. My 18th birthday, my mom took me to a spot in Sacramento to gamble. She gave me $400. I lost $12 on the first hand. I walked the fuck out of there with $300+. So I don't know. I don't know any of that shit. I don't know any of it. I don't know. Put me up on game, though, King. Yeah, boy, a weirdo, man. Shout out to my dog, Christo. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you, man, for becoming a member of the channel, man. It means a lot to me. You said my brother Wasted put you on game. Shout out to my brother Wasted as well. And I think we might be doing that live tonight. I think Paul said we're going to do that live tonight. We couldn't do it last night. I'm going to be honest. Last night I went to sleep early and woke up late. So, $100 bet wins $175 for that bet. Yeah. Out to my dog. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link up top. Nah, I don't. I don't. I definitely don't claim him on my taxes. I want nothing to do with him. Want nothing to do. I cannot. I'm mad that my blood runs through his veins. I'm very upset. I'm very pissed. Let me see. And shout out to my brother Sanjit. That's my dog, my Sacramento brethren. You know what? I'm going to reach out to him today and get him back on the show, too. Sean says if we sign Darrell Williams and we sign Sue, we good to go. See, this is the thing. You want to go get Darrell Williams, but like the thing is, Sean, we got to stop acting like Darrell Williams is this all high and mighty right tackle, because he's not. He's not. He's someone that can come in and definitely help us, but he's not that great of a player. There's a reason why, you guys, he's still out there. Yeah, man. Brenda's got a baby. Q, this is facts. It's hot as hell in this goddamn garage. Scout will be back on as well, LV. AV, I appreciate you, my brother. Those fools on ESPN said we're only winning 8 games. Every year they're wrong. Every year they're wrong. So I'm not worried about that. Every year they're wrong. At this point, you guys, this is the thing that we have to realize with the media. These guys do everything for clicks. They do everything for clicks. Everything is for clicks. They know how to rile up the best fan base in sports history. They know how to rile us up. They know how to get clicks. They know how to get looks. That's why I try to tell my people as much as possible, like, if you want Raiders news, go to Raider guys. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's guys that I may not even fuck with like that, go to Raider content creators. Go to the writers. Go to the beat writers, even if I don't rock with them. Go to Raider guys. Go to guys that actually cover this team and only cover this team, because these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All they do is utilize us and use us for clicks. That's it. That's all they do. That's all they do. Every year, year in and year out, they do it every year. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't want to, I'm not going to come out here and just say some bold shit on purpose just to get some looks. These guys do that year in and year out. There is enough DT depth out there. If you're smart, some teams are loaded at DT, have to be ready to pounce. Yeah. And keep an eye on the Commanders as well. Joseph C. That's a team that is very, very deep at the defensive tackle position. That's a team that we may have to look at and reach out to and say, hey, you know, look, what can we do to get one of these defensive tackles off your hands? You guys are weak at this spot. Commanders are weak all over the place. So maybe you can use that. Maybe you can use that. But the Commanders are very deep at defensive tackle. I'd make a call to them. Chuck, I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to my dog. He been here with me since day one. Shit, actually, he made this. Shit, actually, he made the Oaklosvegas logo as well. Shout out to my boy Chuck. Been rocking with me since day one. Yeah, Kyle. Facts, bro. Yep. Chansworthy. Pittsburgh is deep as well. Skip Bayless says we will win the AFC West, but he doesn't believe in it in reality, all for clicks. Yeah, I mean, look. They play off of our emotions day in and day out. Because we love our team with the passion. Like crazy. Appreciate you, AJ. That means a lot to me, King. Thank you, my brother. New album on the way, too. New album on the way. New album on the way. I'm definitely working on a new project. So for those who like to check out the music and are fans of the music, which I appreciate you guys, a new project is on the way. Let me see. Yeah, Joseph. But, they got a defensive-minded coach. I don't know. He may want to keep that rotation at defensive tackle, but I definitely reach out to him. Definitely. Sean says, Bears coach Matt, I can't ever say his last name, so I'm not even going to say it, said Roquan Smith, who is still seeking a new contract, is asked to be traded, will travel to Seattle for the preseason game, but he won't play. Yeah, that's a hold-in right there. That is a hold-in. Shout out to my dog, Reese, man. He said, I ain't give a shit about you since day one, but I'm still here. Does that count? Hey, Reese did some funny ass shit, bro. Hold on, dog. I got to pull this up for y'all. This shit is hilarious. Where is this shit at? Damn, I can't find it now. Reese did some funny ass shit. Here we go. Look what this motherfucker did. Reese, you stupid, bro. You stupid. Bro, we were bumping a few of your songs last week. Great music. I can't get enough of that mental health joint. I appreciate you, Big Mike. My Planet Raider brother, man. Shout out to my dog. Raider Rider, man, I appreciate you, King. I'm late, fam, but Billings looked disruptive. He definitely did. And can you imagine what maybe potentially Andrew Billings can look like with another disruptive defensive tackle next to him? You know what I mean? If you can put a guy like a Bilal Nichols or something next to him, you know what I mean, that can get to the quarterback, maybe that makes Andrew Billings look that much better. He definitely did look good. He had a coming out party against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm not going to get over the top and way too much. I'm way too hyped about it. I'm not going to get too excited. But he definitely was a standout guy on the defensive side of the ball. Facts. Let me see. Shout out to my dog, Raider Rider, man. Appreciate you, King. As always, my brother. Thank you for all the great content and updates, my brother. I thank you for being here with me, my brother. Shit, if y'all weren't here, I'd be talking to nobody. You know what I mean? So it's because of you guys I'm here. Without y'all, there is no me, and I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart. Let me see. SC, what's good with you, King? Hey, you know what's funny, bro? He said the one thing I always respected was the work ethic. I used to get annoyed by all the lies. That's cool. That's cool because a lot of people get annoyed by hustle. Hey, one thing you can't ever take from me is my hustle, man. I'm one hustling motherfucker, bro. I only started this shit 2 years ago, you guys. I'm only behind Mitch with uploads. That says a lot. That says a lot. I've only been doing this for 2 years, and I already have 1,400 uploads. Only behind my brother Mitch with the amount of uploads. By a few hundred. Shit. Let me see. Can't lie. We have to do something to build on this line quietly. Miller, Parham, James, Cotton, Mumford. I like that, Raider Room. I would not be shocked about that, bro. For real. Real shit. Can't lie. We do have something to build on. Like, bruh. I like it. I like Mumford's gonna be a dog for us, bro. He's gonna be a dog for us. I think Cotton, he's gonna still go through his bumps and bruises. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, you know what I mean? Chris, Mitch is my guy in real life. That's my guy in real life. You know what I mean? That's my dog in real life. I know a lot of people feel some type of way how Mitch does his content and how he does this and that. Hey, it is what it is. Mitch sees it, Mitch hears it, and Mitch don't give a fuck. And that's what I respect about it. You know what I mean? Mitch one hustler motherfucker. From one hustler to another, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? LV, please, bro. I will fly you out. LV, I will fly you out here to do that, bro. I swear, bro. If you can help me, Wasted is already on some like, I want to come out there and set up this AC in your garage unit. But I'm only gonna be here for so much longer. I'm moving to Las Vegas, so LV, you can help me when I get out there, my brother. You can help me when I get out there. Shout out to my dog, LV. That's my brother, man. Cotton only allowed 2 pressures so far in preseason. It's gonna look different though, Mo, when he's going up against these top edge rushers, right? You know what I mean? When he's going against different these starting defensive lines, it's gonna be different. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's only 2 pressures, but when you're going up, against the likes of all these big star-studded guys in the AFC West, I think Cotton's gonna feel the pressure a little bit more. You know what I mean? Yes, Marcus, I'm moving to Las Vegas, my brother. Yes, sir. I will be out there by the latest, by May, I think May or June of next year. That's the latest. May even get out there before then. I'm trying to get out there before the new year, if possible, but I may have my sons go through a full year of school and then get out to Vegas. Pern, I actually bought it, my brother. I bought it. I got it. It's actually right here. Shout out to my brother, Big Pern. I'm actually using it right now. Stevie, I like the fact that Bam played to the whistle. I think he has that mean attitude that will be critical to long-term success. Let me say this, Stevie. Definitely. And with his measurables, look, we know that, he's going to be a dog against the run, right? You can't do anything with him. This dude is a physical specimen. But, in this league, in a passing league, Bam has to get his technique. He has to get everything together. He has to make everything right because we're going to be passing the ball a lot. And if you can't come out there on passing downs, I don't know where is Bam going to make this team at, you guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is Bam going to make, like, where can he fit in if you can't be on the field on passing downs? That's where shit gets critical, right? He's raw as hell right now. He's a raw talent. He's 26 years old. He started playing football really late, but you can groom him. And just hopefully he has that skill set that we can unlock at some point with Carmen Brasillo. But if he can't be out there on passing downs, I don't know where Bam fits on this team. You got to be able to be out there on both sides of of the spectrum. Shout out to my brother Chuck, man. Appreciate you, King. My dog, man. Appreciate you, my brother. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you, my guy. I'm definitely going to post this in the group on Facebook right when I'm done, too. Shout out to my dog. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, hit the link up top. Definitely one of the best ways to support the channel. I appreciate you guys. Yes, you guys, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific, and it's 3 o'clock Central, my time, I believe, right? Yeah. We will see who will be cut here shortly. So, stay tuned for that, you guys. We will be doing another live today talking about who got cut. I'm going to be real. I don't think that there's going to be a surprise name in this list today. It's just 5 guys at the end of the roster. I do not think that it's going to be like, oh, my God, we cut so on. I think this is going to be an easy call. I think it's going to be the names that we talked about today. You know what I mean? I don't really see some shocking revelation of, oh, my God, we got rid of this dude. You know what I mean? I don't see a surprise name to me would be something like a second-year guy, right? Like a second-year guy like that you didn't really give a chance to yet. A second-year guy like a Gillespie. That would be a shocker to me. But it's so early in the cutting process that there's really no names that you're going to look at and be like, wow, just wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. I don't see it. I think Amik would be a surprise cut as well, but I don't think that happens this week. Maybe later on down the line. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna get in this house, eat me some food, get ready to go pick up my kids, and get ready. I'm gonna get this other live uploaded. I appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys. Real talk. Wipe them feet on the way out. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. And also on the way out, if you want to become a member like my brother Chuck, hit the link. It's pinned up top, man. Appreciate you guys. I'm outro, man. One.